Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. We have Joseph walking away over there. Ren staring at the rule book. And me. Ah! We are playing a Flames of War game. This is the beginning here, how we got things set up. You will notice that not all of the buildings are done yet. We are working on that. Nice road going up the middle, little pond.
Do some low shots.
There we go. Look down the road at the chair at the other end. Just for some fun. This will be a not rep, so we're not going to be recording everything, but yeah, we're also trying to teach Ren, and Joseph and I are still learning. Okay, Joseph, tell us about your deployment.
I was under the impression that German armored infantry would be deployed already at the beginning, and then James would deploy and then attack. So that's kind of what I built my army on. So I'm kind of screwed right now. So I decided that he has a lot of mobile. He has a lot of tanks. So I'm going to hold my artillery off of the edge as long as I can, and to see what my reserves do. So I have a strategy in mind. I won't say it on camera. But anyway, so I've got some Flak 88s, some 15s, howitzers, command,
the howitzer,
and some Pack 40s. These are not legal in a company to be this. It's either this or this, but because of the size of points we're doing, we voted to put as much as I had.
Correct.
So we have these two that aren't, and also these two aren't allowed to be together. This one is the upgrade of this 15 centimeter and this howitzer. So,
Right. Right, because we were going to have a fourth player, but he decided not to show, so
right.
Ultimately we are doing a 3,500 point battle.
Yep. Inside.
And Ren, who looks completely deer in the headlights over here, is checking out our cool deployment over here. We've got 5 of my Sherman 76 millimeters here. Ren is using Josh's armored infantry. There we've got the armored artillery with their cool Sherman. We've got some armored infantry, some more over there, and I've got more Shermans hanging out over there. Alright, so turn 1 we had the Shermans move up over there, so they can kind of come over there hopefully. Over here we had some massive losses. The half-track with the command crew
the howitzer,
the mortars here were bombarded by some Germans.
Yay!
We also had some bombardment going on over here against my 76 millimeters, which you'll see one of them is quite nastily on fire here. He got destroyed, and of course the unit is pinned down as well. And the only thing that the Germans lost was a single troop transport thing over here. So, it's time for the Germans to die. You want to tell us what happened on turn 2 there, Joseph?
Okay, so turn 2, James moved up, lined these teams up here and shot here. I made my saves. Yay. Then mobile artillery did a bombardment here. I lost 1 team.
Okay. Oh, we can't forget about the infantry teams.
Yep, and then the infantry
unloaded.
jumped out. Isn't that a beautiful shot?
And they booked it.
This is for thematic purposes. Technically they can leave the table, but it looks prettier that way.
Looks so much cooler.
And so they're about to move into the building here.
Yep.
And then James's Sherman's over here moved up to this hedgerow. Took out my pack for pack 40.
Yep.
And then on my turn, shot with this group here into there. Took out the 2 tanks.
I think that's it.
And then my pack 40 shot back, took out 1 tank, and these howitzers shot and took out
another tank. And
And
that was turn 2. Now, at the beginning of turn 3, we finally get to roll for reserves.
Yes, we do.
So what we have is
okay, 1 in there.
this tiger just shot into that window right there,
1 team's gone.
killing that poor guy inside. Alright, end of turn 3. I still have 2 Shermans that are hopefully going to pass their morale check here and not run off the board. One of which does have Staff Sergeant Poole in it. These are my 76 millimeters, so I really need them right now. The transports are about to finish running off the board here. They're still running. We've got the mobile artillery here that were shot at by a bombardment from Joseph's 4 guns over there and missed, and one of the infantry units was going to get clipped by them, but luckily he missed everything. Which guns were those, Joseph?
Howitzers.
Your howitzers right there, right sitting next to the Tigers that came in, because Joseph had 3 platoons come on.
3!
Yeah, he rolled awesome for his reserves. My 1 reserve that came in over here were my 4 Shermans, and he shot at him and missed. Over here we have mass decimation of my poor Shermans. We have this poor guy is still on fire. He's just a smoking wreck. He's obliterated, and his entire turret is gone. So all we have left is the command guy here. He's just hanging out, hoping for the best. Still pinned down because I failed it last time. And of course he still has to take his morale check to see if he runs away like a scared little girl.
Yeah, he was up against
Tigers
from here and these Stugs.
Yeah, the Tiger shot at him, which you can't really see through there, which is awesome. But you can see him when you come around the corner like that. And the Stugs were shooting, as well as the infantry over here were trying to do some stuff too. But all in all, the first 3 turns have been fun. We're gonna have to
rolled poorly on my 2 artillery bombardments, so that saved Jamesy.
Yes, his rolls with his artillery has just been obliterating my Shermans left and right.
Yeah.
Which we know Shermans have paper-thin armor anyway, but, you know, I figured I had enough that I could soak some up, but he has so many artillery pieces. You know, I was able to kill these 2 here, but we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Well,
10.
these are flak 88s.
Oh yeah, these are flak 88s over here. So
So
still 8 artillery.
These suckers, though, with their little extra ammo crew, puts their rate of fire to 3. And I positioned them here. I found out, well, all my guys, well, let me back up. They're not artillery in the sense, but these are like standing in for my anti-tank guns. So with these guys, their rate of fire moves up to 3. So
Right.
if a tank, that's why I place them here. So if a tank pulls up along this hedgerow or crosses through, that's 6 pretty good shots coming right at him of 88s. So,
Correct.
But yeah, and then Ren's
Oh yeah. Ren did
infantry
lose 1 team.
lost 1 team up here, but they shot down here and they took out 1 team over here actually.
Yeah, they took out a
spotter team,
spotter team over here.
making me really nervous right now. So
Yeah,
see how it goes.
They're in a good place right now. So
And our cool pond hasn't been touched.
Yeah, the cool pond. The koi fish are still swimming around in there.
We should paint some in there. Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be awesome.
Orange.
So, and we shall continue in the future.
Right.
Ho ho! All right, Joseph.
Okay, so we should probably explain why I can explain why I put my guys where I put them. Of course, the reserves coming in, that's just how they come in. But I decided, because I was outnumbered pretty bad, that I take a calculated risk and try to hit him at range as much as I could with as much power as I could. And if I survive, then my infantry would come on in time to hopefully offer support for my artillery, which is why I pulled out all of my artillery units first instead of deploying infantry in, because then that would do more damage at a risk of less protection
Right.
earlier on in the game. And right now it's paying off.
Right.
So this is just some of the, I don't know, scene shots down from my level.
Some of the awesome terrain that we do here for Flames of War.
See that little guy in the doorway way out there?
Yeah, he's awesome. Hopefully the flip shows it up.
Yeah, you can see him. Pretty good.
That's awesome.
So, and then we have our road going through. This is the mobile artillery. What are these called?
The mobile artillery,
Yeah, what are these guys?
armored field artillery battery.
So what's their stats? What are they? What's their strong points here? For all you guys who are kind of interested in Flames of War and don't know really much about it, like us.
Yeah, we're new to this. Basically, the unit takes a cool observer is a Sherman for them. So he works as an observer and a spotter. So that means that he can move separately and doesn't have to abide by the 8-inch veteran unit coherency rules. The field artillery is cool because they can do that bombardment thing. With they're called priests, actually. They can also do a smoke launcher thing, as well as firing their 105mm howitzer guns.
Oh, that's cool.
Their bombardment range is 72 inches.
That's a long range.
That is a huge range. Now, if they're firing directly, they've only got a 24-inch range, though. And then, of course, they are also equipped with anti-aircraft machine guns, just in case there's some German planes flying around.
Okay. So tell me about your... These aren't Shermans. These are...
Well, they are Shermans.
Well, they are Shermans. They're armed with a bigger gun.
They're upgraded
hedgerow cutters
to the 76mm guns. I'm actually using the 105mm guns on there just to make them look a little bit bigger and badder, just because I wanted something a little bit more to differentiate them. The 76mm actually have an anti-tank rating of 12 compared to the normal Shermans running around with anti-tank rating of 10. So that means they got a better chance, if I can get to the side armor, of blowing up a Tiger with those.
Okay. Sweet. Now tell me about these Shermans here.
Okay, those are your normal bone stock Shermans. I've got 4 in that particular platoon, just to save some points, keep it in reason there. They've got a 75mm gun, which has an anti-tank rating of 10, like I said.
There's these ones over here, right?
And these are the same thing over here as well. These are the ones that are getting blown up.
Okay.
Their armor is really light, as anybody who plays Flames of War against American tanks know. They're not known for their durability when getting shot at.
The thing that makes me nervous about these guys is that, like, my Stugs over there
Right.
have a rate of fire of 2, and if they move, their rate of fire is reduced down to 1.
Correct.
But these guys, because of their shocks or whatever,
Stabilizers.
Their rate of fire of 2 maintains whether they move regular speed or not.
Right. However, if they move, they still get a rate of fire 2, but they're at -1.
Yeah. To me, Flames of War naturally makes more sense, but 40K has been the language spoken for so long that it's kind of hard to...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's that spotter guy right there. He actually peeked right through that tunnel. You can see.
Also, an interesting side note, when Ren was rolling to hit this particular unit with his spotter team from his bombardment, he rolled the dice over here, and the die rolled right into the tunnel. So
yeah, that was pretty fun. We're like, ah! What is it? What is it? So we got one of the pack guns and pushed it out, and it was a 2! Thank goodness for me. So, and this is the situation as it looks. We're on my edge. So.
Now, also, you should show the pike line here.
Oh yeah. This looked kind of funny because I was looking earlier, and my lineup of guns looks like a pike line. It's kind of hard to see it on this, but you've got flak, howitzer,
Tiger,
howitzer,
Tiger, howitzer.
Yeah, so they have all these big guns just lined up, poking out,
Right.
saying, "Don't come close. I kill you."
I kill you one.
So this is actually my command team right here. So there's their half tracks, and there they are, hiding out, hoping not to get shot. And these are spotter teams. My spotter teams have been very frustrating annoyance, so they've been getting shot at by the guys in the windows here. You can't really see them in there, but. So this is the pieces we originally did for our Stalingrad-like front, so we're going to finish painting them up sometime and do that. And we found some really cool paper terrain things we've mounted on cardstock or whatever. We've got some more cool little buildings for.
Yeah, we've got like 4 or 5 more buildings coming that are just being cut out today, so we need to mount them and get them built. So the next time we play, we have more similar type buildings.
Yeah, and this is James's first creation, which is totally awesome. It's actually the burned out version of that. So that kind of actually just sits right on top of it, and
Yep.
it's pretty cool. We have found these cool little Nazi propaganda posters online and shrunk them down, stuck them on. So there's a situation. So that is a terrible mess of madness that's going on. Anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed the overview. And oh, these are our objectives. Got to hold one, and they've got to get the other. So see how it goes.